What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be talking about whether you should get your real estate license or not as a real estate investor. Whether you're a wholesaler, rehabber, whether you're a landlord, does it make sense to get your real estate license? So the short answer is yes, you should get your real estate license. There's several reasons for that. Number one, it's probably going to be one of the easiest tests that you'll ever take. I mean, really all you have to do is remember a couple random dates like 1978 and different lead paint addendums and things like that. I mean, you don't really learn a lot about real estate, I'll be honest, but it's not that hard to pass. You take a couple study guides. It shouldn't take you more than a couple weeks or even a month to pass. You're not becoming a lawyer here. You're not becoming a doctor. This is a test that you can, I can guarantee you could pass in a couple weeks, if not a month or so. And another reason to get your real estate license is that, as an investor, is once you're licensed, when you start getting a lot of leads as a real estate investor, a lot of your leads are not going to fit the real estate investor model where, it might not be the best rental deal, it might not be the best wholesale, it might not be the best rehab deal. But these people could still want to maybe list their property, or maybe you could be a buyer's agent for someone looking for a good off-market deal. So you really want to think of yourself as becoming more of a transaction engineer instead of just doing wholesales or just doing rehabs. If you have your real estate license, you'll be able to maximize pretty much every lead that comes in. So that's another really good reason to get it. Okay, and probably the most important reason to get your real estate license is so that you have MLS access. If you're just looking on Zillow or these other different sites, that can get you in the ballpark, but you really need to have MLS access. You want to see exactly what these properties are selling for. You want to see the ones under contract. You want to look at tax records. Sometimes you can even talk to agents because that information obviously is going to be listed on there. So getting MLS access is probably the biggest reason why you should get it. And keep in mind too, getting a real estate license, you pay a couple $100. If you become a full-time agent and hang your license at a brokerage, I think it might be more in the range of a couple $1,000s. But you can also do what's called a referral status, where you don't pay the same amount of fees as a full-time agent and you still have MLS access. So that's a good reason right there. And one other thing I do want to say about this is that I've heard a lot of people say, if you have your real estate license, isn't the seller going to say, oh, are you going to list my property? Or, I don't want to sell it to you directly as a cash buyer if you're also a real estate agent. And that just doesn't make sense. It's literally I don't think it's ever happened to me. So that shouldn't be a concern. Yes, you do have to disclose that you are a real estate agent or that you're licensed as an agent, but it's never affected any transaction whatsoever. So I wouldn't make that, a big deal. So there you have it. I hope I answered your questions on whether or not you should get your real estate license. And just to recap, I think every real estate investor should have their real estate license. Number one, because it's very easy and not very expensive to get it. Number two, you want to be able to maximize any lead that comes in. So maybe you can be a real estate agent or even refer it out to another real estate agent, if you start getting a lot of good leads. And then number three, and most importantly, you need to have MLS access. So yeah, you can always ask another agent for MLS access, or there's different ways of getting it, but the easiest and probably the most recommended and best way would just become a real estate agent. That's going to be the most direct path to getting MLS access. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give me a like, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye.